Crypto Twitter is awash with the rumor of SEC Chairman Gary Gensler resigning from the regulatory agency. Pro-XRP attorney John Deaton commented on the rumors, saying a Gensler resignation. In a recent development, SDI District Judge Jed Rakoff handed a serious blow to the decision in the XRP case. The judge's judgment authorizes the SEC to continue with its action against Terraform Labs and creator Do Kwon, strongly rejecting the difference drawn in the Ripple litigation between public and institutional sales. The court's verdict in Terraform Labs' lawsuit was made public by John Reed Stark, who shared it on Twitter. Stark, a former SEC attorney in the Enforcement Division, announced Judge Rakoff's decision on Terraform Labs' move to dismiss the SEC's action against them. Remember that Terraform Labs and Do Kwon's attorneys had requested the court to dismiss the SEC's complaint. The attorneys referenced the Ripple decision to argue that the assets in issue are not securities within the scope of the SEC. However, the SEC responded by arguing against adopting Judge Annalisa Torres's reasoning in the Ripple case and expressing its intention to appeal the verdict. In his decision, Judge Rakoff refused Terraform Labs' move to dismiss the SEC action, claiming that the SEC's jurisdiction and a reasonable argument that the Anchor Protocol and Luna may have violated securities laws. In an impassioned remark, Judge Rakoff specifically disputed Judge Torres's judgment in the Ripple case, emphasizing his disagreement with the methodology employed in that judgment. He disputed the difference between public and institutional sales, which was explored in the Ripple case. According to him, the Howey test does not distinguish between consumers depending on the provenance of their coins, since all purchasers might fairly expect to benefit from the defendant's efforts. The judge's decision also called into question the Major Questions Doctrine, a Supreme Court decision that prohibits regulatory bodies from exceeding their jurisdiction. Some cryptocurrency defendants, notably Coinbase, have utilized the argument against the SEC. Judge Rakoff rejected this argument, finding that the Bitcoin business does not have the same vast economic and political significance as other regulated industries. To stress the gravity of this ruling, Stark said that Judge Jed Rakoff is considered as one of the most distinguished securities law jurists in the U.S. federal court system. The former SEC attorney also emphasized Rakoff's reputation for taking an unbiased approach. Ripple's L22, David Schwartz, voiced misgivings about the court's judgment, stating that it seemed to be based on the particular attributes of Terraform Labs' scheme rather than the generic characteristics of cryptocurrencies. Schwartz pointed out that the court's rejection of the Ripple case did not seem to be founded merely on a fundamental disagreement with its rationale. It is instead based on the factual distinctions between the two situations. He gave two interpretations of the court's decision. In one case, the court disagreed with the Ripple ruling because it applied additional factors not included in the Howey test. As a result, it suggests that the court may not apply or follow the Ripple rule in this instance. According to Schwartz, this is the worst-case scenario for Torres fans. The second reading is that the court rejected the idea that it should adopt the Ripple judgment in the Terraform Labs case because of idiosyncrasies in the Terraform Labs action, rather than because the Ripple decision directly implicates the Howey elements. Despite the unique circumstances of the Ripple case justified the difference between public and institutional transactions, the court considers that same factors may not be relevant in the Terraform Labs case. Schwartz emphasized that this would be the greatest argument for proponents of Torres' decision. The Bank of England and the UK Treasury issued a consultation document on the digital pound AUK, central bank digital currency, yesterday, which includes a short mention of Ripple's technology. In the 116-page paper, the Central Bank of England discusses the CBC's proposed structure and reasons for contemplating its introduction. The Bank of England, BOE, has examined the usage of Ripple's interledger protocol for synchronized payment settlement in a recent publication. The new action by the Bank of England indicates how central banks are getting increasingly interested in blockchain technology. The article is titled Ripple, Exploring the Synchronized Settlement of Payments Using the Interledger Protocol. The BOE believes that the Ripple protocol, which allows for synchronized settlement across several ledgers, will have a significant influence on the cross-border payments industry. The protocol has the potential to connect diverse payment networks, including those used by banks and digital assets. The protocol's principal purpose is to create a fast and efficient payment environment. The article discusses how the Bank of England integrated Ripple's protocol with ArcGIS infrastructure. Because of integration, transactions may now take place faster and more efficiently than with traditional payment methods. The Bank of England and the Treasury undertook a public consultation earlier this year to better understand how substitute, in this instance, the digital pound, may be employed in British society. Advocacy is making rapid progress in a variety of financial industries. One particular example is the digital euro, which is being investigated by European Union officials. With considerable cost savings, the cryptocurrency token XRP was created to move transactions away from restricted infrastructure and financial institution, controlled central databases. The trustless, quick, and low cost of XRP transfers make them ideal for cross-border transactions. The coin, which was established in 2012, is pursuing one of the largest ambitions in the cryptocurrency business. Supporters of the XRP ledger, the software that allows the usage of XRP, proposed a new method for operating blockchains that they say is more suited for transaction. Everyone may contribute processing power, verify transactions, and secure the Bitcoin blockchain software. The XRP ledger, on the other hand, restricts who may participate in network security and transaction validation. Ripple and XRP are commonly used interchangeably in various articles and publications. It is critical to recognize that they are distinct entities. XRP is a cryptocurrency, while Ripple is a for-profit firm that promotes and supports XRP, the software that underlies it, the XRP ledger, and a number of other transactional efforts. The corporation, on the other hand, insists that the two are distinct. 1 year after the XRP ledger project began, Ripple was formed under the moniker OpenCoin in September 2012. Ripple Labs was formerly known as OpenCoin before changing its name to Ripple in 2015. The Ripple Open Payment System, the Ripple Consensus Ledger, and eventually the XRP Ledger were all names for the XRP Ledger. The XRP community is still buzzing over the XL30 proposal, a long-standing movement aiming at bringing an automated market maker, to the XRP Ledger XRP. Recently, Ripple's Key 2, David Schwartz, shared useful insights on the profit possibilities that traders and liquidity providers should anticipate with the deployment of XL30. Schwartz's remarks were in reaction to an extensive conversation on X, OK Twitter, started by XRP community member Lewis Jackson. Jackson attempted to describe the process of the future XRP but remarked that owing to various versions, he could not offer significant information on profitability. Schwartz noted an intriguing invariant on which traders may depend on the AM. However, he acknowledged that traders could depend on this invariant provided the AM's code was free of flaws. Remember that Schwartz already discussed how the AM's trading method works? When a trader adds two assets, such as XRP and USD, to a common pool for trading, they are rewarded with LPU liquidity provider tokens. The trader's contribution to the pool is represented by these tokens. The native XRP AM's architecture, according to Schwartz, assures that the trader may always redeem these ELF tokens for an amount of both assets that, when multiplied, equals the multiplied value of the assets they initially supplied to the liquidity pool. Schwartz provided an example to elaborate. He used a hypothetical scenario in which XRP trades for 50 cents per coin. In this example, he said that a trader may put 10 XRP, 50 cents each, and $5 to the liquidity pool in order to get LP tokens. Notably, when the trader redeems the LP tokens he acquired in order to reclaim his XRP in dollars, the product of the resultant XRP in dollars is always larger than or equal to 50. Furthermore, the algorithm behind this system is always working to improve the aggregate worth of the assets in the pool, guaranteeing that the product of their values never falls below a certain threshold. This assures that a trader will always be able to recoup at least the value of his contribution, if not more. While the XRP ledger AM definitely has enormous profit potential, there are still issues to address. As Jackson pointed out, predicting accurate AM returns remains difficult owing to variables such as market circumstances, trade volume, asset pairings, and fee structures. In addition, in response to Jackson's remarks, Molly Elmore expressed worry over temporary loss. When the value of deposited assets varies while in the liquidity pool, this occurrence may have an impact on liquidity providers. When engaging in the XL30 Traders must be aware of this danger and consider their risk tolerance.